I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Well, when things come that we don't understand, blow them up, right? Oh my god, what? What? How? What are the chances of this being a situation that I am stuck in? Get me out of here. Jesus. I make your day. I appreciate that. You make my day, honestly, and I'm not lying. Every day I get to see you, I'm so happy. And you know what? There are so many people who I talk to, and when I mention you, they're just like, Frickface McGee, what a delight. So you should be proud of yourself, because you make many other people's days as well, whether you realize it or not. It's just that genuine commitment to being a part of story about my sister that I was terrified of the entire time. Oh my god, it just seemed to be constantly setting you up for something awful. I can't believe that just happened. I wonder if there's any like post-credit thing. I do have to wonder. Cry. You just take this part off and you stick it here. I'll show you how it works. So once you get the safety seal off the Pillsbury brand condom, you then you've got this. You take your wiener and you just sort of put it in there like that, and then you're ready to go for the ladies. For the ladies. Or the guys. Up to you. Whoever. Whatever people identify as. I don't care. That come by the stream. And we have a great community going on. And if I can do the least in that, I introduce you to some other really cool people on here, because we certainly have them. Shadow 435 with the shoutouts. We certainly have really cool people. Oh, Shadow is back. Welcome back, Shadow. Thank you for the JoJo sound bite there. Yeah, the least I can do is introduce you to some other cool people in here. That would make my day personally. Because I hear a lot of burning down this way. What is this? Oh no! Like, what are the chances of being teleported into a water? Alright, and with that, I think we'll get to the game. Hi everybody, welcome. I'm FnxAu. Today I've just started a new seed in Valheim here, and we're not aiming to do a bunch of progress type stuff. How do I I've totally forgotten how to play this game. We're just gonna be building some stuff. How do I speak with you, bird? I've arrived. That's great. But no option to communicate with the bird. I thought, well met. Yes, thank you. You wish for me to interact with you, but provide me with no option to do so. Hello, Nakoko. Hello, Ruby Moon. How are you today? How's everyone doing? My goal here is we're just gonna do some pleasant little tiny home builds. I've been looking at a lot of tiny housing, and I feel like, oh my god, what is this? I have literally never seen anything like this in the game before. I just got a giant canyon overlooking the river. Well, let's follow it and see where it takes us. Maybe we can find a good spot to start building our tiny abode. Got some little shelters in there, which is nice. We'll be using simple tools. Simple tools. How are you, Ruby? How are things going? How's life been? Have we had an interview at any point for your new position you applied for? Has that come up? All right, we've got a circle of stuff. Oh, we got. Excuse me, Boar. Unpleasant of you to. Oh, wow. I have a feeling we're gonna have a view over here. You even got an old structure. I'm just preparing myself for my life as someone living in a tiny home. Oh, there's the ocean right down there. So we could have the view from the hill. That's a possibility. Let's head down towards the water and see what we've got. The delights of building in a new environment are that the enemies are kind of leveled down, so it's going to be a little more peaceful. I consider doing this in creative mode, but you know, I feel it's important to chop. You know what? I think our little house is going to go right here. With this nice little view here, we got some berries to pick. There we go. Can't even eat them. What's happening with our inventory? I have frost resistance mead on me. I feel I don't need dandelions. We'll take the berries. Have a little snack. Eat some honeycombs. Kill this grayling. There we go. And with that, I think this is where we're gonna be. So we're gonna harvest our trees a little bit further away from the spot that we plan on building. Oh. I'm seeing a nice little lagoon area right here. All right, let's begin collecting resources. Should check to see if I have any resources on me. So I have 50 wood on me already. It's going to be helpful for when we start crafting. We don't want to become overburdened. I don't think I need to be carrying around 13 pine cones, so I'm gonna toss those for now. We'll start trimming out some of these trees. Do the smaller ones first. Valheim, amazing. Yes, this is just my peaceful building stream. Nikoko, how have you been today? I just had the urge to try and build some different designs that I had seen on the internet while I was looking around for tiny houses to make myself. They need me to run the desk until then, but yeah, I might be moving back in June. Just having dinner before work. No, they decided to hold off until move-out's done, but so far, they're good so far. Interesting. So no interviews at this present moment. Curious. Okay, we've got our little clearing over here. Let's start putting down the base of our cabin. I feel like right here in the sun is a nice area for it to exist. Now, we need to build a crafting table. And here I am, forgetting how to do. Okay, I need the hammer out. There we go. We got our hammer out. Crafting. We need a workbench. Workbench will give us the ability to. There we go. Workbench is created. Should I have built it right there? Probably not. Already regretting it. And oh, and that's how we wreck it. To refamiliarize myself with the controls here, because it's been a while since I played. Seems like we've got some very interesting little graylings. So yeah, let's build our workbench there. And quite often the workbench then needs to have tools or walls around it and a roof. It just feels the need to be hugged tightly by the nature that surrounds it. One thing that Valheim did do right is they really did a good job at making the like construction interesting and engaging. There we go. So now we got our workbench. It's our little work shed. Let's start making some floors here. So if we start here, we can create ourselves a little abode. And I think the first building I'm going to go with is I'm going to take an attempt at making an A-frame house, which is a very cool housing design. If you've never seen one, it's basically like a little, looks like a pop tent, a triangle. And we will make ourselves a nice little square base to start on with that. That looks out over the water. We set down our wood floors. I'm doing fine. It's been a little boring today. Yeah, I've been doing projects. It's been kind of cool. I mostly just sorted out some general maintenance. I'm getting the summer tires put on the car now, and the winter's taken off. I had to buy a new windshield for the car. I had an interview today for another internship. This one, if I were to complete it, would unfortunately only take place in the fall, but would allow me to certify for a special certification sooner than later. The missing requirement is wood. We're already through the 50 wood. That fast. Wow. Okay. Back into the woods we go. Actually, we can clear out some of the area around us. You could eat another bite. Couldn't I always? I know I've got this nice little area. I actually want to preserve some of the natural tree area around us here. So we're gonna hack away. Actually, I should repair our axe before it's before it is too late for it. There we go. Stone axe has been repaired. No worries there. Hello, King Spicy. How's it going? How are you today, Spicy? How was the life of the king? Ooh, how was the internship interview? I was actually told that I interview very strongly for the internship. It's at a hospital in the region, working in their specialized mental health ward. And yes, I was told I had a very good interview, and that the problem with me that they might have is that they would have to say no to me a lot because I generate many ideas. But otherwise, they seemed very impressed. So we'll see. We'll see. I've already got an internship lined up, so I'm not like out of luck if I don't get one. This would just be for additional qualifications. But the problem would be if I were to take this, it would prevent me from graduating sooner. Alright, so here we are with the... This is the base of the A-frame design. I actually want to extend it out one more block because I know that once we start building angled walls, it's going to become a real pain. A real pain trying to feel like you've got space within the A-frame itself. So let's keep throwing down some flooring here. Maybe we'll have a platform built before it gets dark. I feel like I'm going to be running into some issues with the floor, as we have grass growing through it currently. Maybe I should have flattened it. Alright, we've got missing requirements. We need more wood. Classic Valheim. Always pushing for the wood. Ah, you may have noticed, for those of you arriving, you have new little subscriber badges. So Ruby, you've got the the little bird butt. But different people will have different badges now, depending on how long they've been subscribed for. So that's kind of new. Yeah, you tend to be like that. I see that as a potential issue. Yeah, ideas are always something that I have many of. But I'm not dissuaded by that. I told them it's not like I've never been told no before, and sometimes that's just That's just how life goes, right? And as long as I have someone who listens and acknowledges the ideas, I'm generally pretty okay with receiving a no, as long as, you know, my idea was heard. Alright, let's start taking down some actual trees now that we're a little further away here. Oh, my energy is going up real slow. Hey, Rabbit, how are you doing today? Oh, hi. I'm kind of not paying the most attention because I have D&D right now. Oh, excellent. What are you playing in D&D? What class does Psycho Rabbit frequent? I'm curious to know. I've had some good art commissions lately as well, which is nice. I'm working on some logo work. I very briefly considered streaming my my Illustrator work tonight. Working on some upcoming project work for people. Wow, why is it taking so long for that regen, that stamina? So slow. Gotta keep chopping down this wood. Pick it up. One thing I will say about that I miss about the sort of community world that we had was it was nice to have the stuff to repair your higher quality gear, because I have gear on me right now that I should probably not use because I have nothing to repair it if it breaks. So that will cause issues. Tiefling Cleric of Life. Oh, you're a support character. That says something about people. How are you liking the Tiefling Cleric of Life is an interesting choice. That feels unoptimized. What made you go with the Tiefling? Are you more of a flavor player as opposed to a power gamer? Wow. Okay. There we go. Maybe you could do that as a community challenge, the art stream. I could. It depends. I don't do a lot of my work in Illustrator anymore, so it's just a matter of... The worst part about this right now is I'm going to get annoyed by the fact that there's just grass growing through the ground. And that I'm going to have to break something that I've already made. Including these berry bushes, which is sad. It's nice that I can just drop the berry bushes down, but you know, at the same time, it looks like we're gonna have to, sadly, break some stuff here. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate, but necessary. There we go. Gotta pound out that grass. We've got a rock in the ground here, which I'm gonna have to pick out. Always prep your area before you start building. That's a pro tip, one that I didn't follow myself. And now here we are, cleaning up after it. Oh geez. Oh no, things are breaking. Okay, well, let's start fixing things because the floor is now breaking. I've lowered the ground too much. And it's unsupported. Sitting out in the weather. Starting to get dark. We're going to be in trouble here when it gets to be night. We've got no walls around us. And no bed crafted. So let's make the best use of this sunset time that we can here. See if we can't build ourselves a little something to survive the night in. Might have to tear it down in the morning. His name is Hope and he's kind of a coward. He's an ex-military medic. Ooh, very interesting. Alright, so it seems like here we're going to have a little problem with with our floor stability. So we've added a post to the ground there. Alright, so we need to build ourselves a bed. And that's got to happen sort of sooner than later because it's getting real dark here. And so I guess we're doing a mini tiny home build mixed in with our initial tiny home build here. There we go, we got 4 walls. I need furniture, a bed. Which is probably for the best because I haven't created a save point yet in the game. There's our bed. And let's building. Throw some roofs on this. There's our roof. And over here we've got this is our wilderness living hut, the basic edition. There we go. We'll break a hole here. And this is just going to be the world's most basic, probably least safe fire pit here. Oh, new cheer. Hey, Tink, what's going on? Tink loving the house. How are you doing tonight, buddy? Good to see you. I'm just doing some chill, like, little tiny home builds. Like, as if we were living in a tiny home. These would be the builds. There we go. We got our little fire going. We got our little hut. This is just the construction shack right now. But let's throw a door on it because, you know, there be things out here going bump in the night. And there we go. That's how we do it. Open the door. It is nighttime, and we're gonna claim the bed and go to sleep until morning. Yeah, his name is Hope, and he's kind of a coward. He's an ex-military cleric. So yeah, this is where I start to alert because I got to pay attention to the game now. Oh, that's totally fine, Psycho. I'm just happy to have you stopping in. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. I'm just doing a little chill stream myself on account of day 2. On account of I was working throughout the day on some school project stuff and said, hey, I need to do something else. I'm bored. I'm bored of this. Alright, so we've got a bit of an... It's not square yet, but I am okay with that at present. So our goal is going to be, we're doing this A-frame, and we're going to be taking the... We're going to be taking it up on an angle. So I'd like to start building the A-frame kind of frame out now. We'll do that from the edges here. Missing requirement. Wood. Who would have thought? Seems like we're going to need to repair our axe a lot during this process. Give me 1 second, folks. Alright, let's repair some tools here and get back to work. Look that we've kept these nice trees around. We did fell some trees yesterday, so we're going to have some lumber we can harvest here, but I have a feeling we're going to be pouring through lumber on this build. Look at this guy out here. There he goes. Just feel like we are constantly burning through food here. This is hungry work, building houses. At least there isn't new content yet. They update this game? No. I just decided to play at my own pace, which is incredibly slow, and build me some things. I actually haven't played this for a long time, since we had the community server going. So I just started a new seed to do some casual building on my own today. I had some ideas I was thinking of, because I've been looking into like tiny houses and van builds and things like that. And I just kind of wanted to explore some small spaces creatively. And I thought, hey, you know, it'd be a cool way to do that if we got out into Valheim and saw what we could build with our hands there. You know, just kind of push the envelope. Can I hit both of these at the same time? The answer is no. Unfortunate. But I can push it into that and maybe hit both of these. Not the case. Oh. I should also start up the Stream Raiders, so let's do that real quick. Bump, bump, ba-dum. I've also uploaded a variety of new products to my Etsy shop, which is now linked in my About section. Let's get over to Stream Raiders real quick. Alright, we got an easy battle ahead of us. Let's get some units in here. I'm going to throw in a... I think I was working on paladins last time. We'll see if that's still the case. Either way, we got the paladin in there now. So 30 minutes on the clock to get some units in Stream Raiders, and we'll see how this battle goes for us. In the meantime, we'll pop back on over to Valheim and have ourselves some fun. Alright. We got wood. Let's take down another tree or two. Bloodblade really perfected the method of mining trees here. You just let them fall into each other. Just find some tightly grouped trees and hack them up. And when they crash down on each other, you save valuable endurance and durability on your weapons as they basically fall on top of each other and break. Often taking the trees down and shattering them on their own. They do sort of need to fall in the right direction, though, which, there we go. We got a couple trees falling right now. Into the water was not the best place they could have gone, but hey, it is what it is. Makes it a little difficult to harvest the wood, but we'll find a way. Oh, what do we got here that's taking up space that we don't need? I do not need an ancient seed. Pick me up the wood instead. You're carrying too much. Okay, apparently I didn't need wood either. We'll throw the stone down for now because we're building primarily out of wood. And we'll move forward from there. We always know we've got wood back here that we can harvest if we need it. Well, let's get back to the build. Last time we played this, we built an upside down sort of, it was like a diamond house. We made sort of like a weird diamond shaped building, which turned out to be pretty cool in the long run. Okay. We have encountered durability problems. So I think what's going to need to happen here is that we're going to need to build some support beams. What's this? Guy comes over here. Okay, well, honestly, if you want to leave, like I'm not upset by that. It's just a waste of my time when you're running around. And I need to build myself a bit of a staircase to get some additional height off of this as we work on this framing structure. Jesus, this guy. That's gonna be a nuisance. You just know. You just know. Alright, so let us continue the build here. We got our two beams heading up to the sky here. And You could eat another bite. Yeah, just seemingly an intensely hungry individual. So there we go. That's that. And you know what, sir? There we go. The man had to be dealt with. He was just getting to be too much. Now, how many squares do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So ideally, we would put another one here. And here, I think, would be our sort of 3 areas that these might exist in. I already can tell that I don't like this, so I'm taking it down. I have a feeling these supports may get changed out as we switch to something more like this. 'Cause that to me looks a whole lot better than what we have on the front and the side so far. Oh. And I can already tell that they are feeling like they need some additional support. So let's see what we can do for them. This is the fun part of building an A-frame, is that the walls are terrible. Just not something you ideally should really do. There's not a lot of vertical space for you to enjoy in an A-frame. And we get up to that kind of magic second level, which we're going to be on. Got to start finding ways to support things that otherwise may not be supported. Where you fell in the middle of the roof. Yes, the one where I fell in the middle of the roof. The one where I was talking about how great I had become at jumping. And then I fell in the middle of the roof. Okay, so we're actually going to take that down. I'm going to have... Let's get rid of these. As we explore options here. And we are once again missing wood. Time to go back and collect more. We'll do an axe repair while we're here. Make sure the axe doesn't fail on us. Yes, it was quite the funny clip. I laughed a lot, Nakoko, in that one. A lot of the wood has floated out into the water. It's unfortunate that it fell as close as it did to the the water there. It's going to make it difficult to retrieve, but there we go. I love when trees break like that and roll into you. The fear of death in this game from these lightweight trees rolling on you is real. Dun, dun. Alright, let's push this in the other direction here. So we hack away at it. I think those trees might be lost causes. I think we might have to move towards the interior here a little. As we continue to eat a variety of foods. This looks like a nice tightly packed grouping of trees here that might not roll into the lake. Let's see what we can do with it. It's nice because one swing hits 2 trees, right? Where'd they go? Fallen? Oh god, how did that even happen? It's like the tree fell over top the other tree. Look at this stuff. Look at this teeter-totter action happening here. Oh, Tink. Yeah, that was a close one. Thanks for the biddies, Tink. As usual. Oh, that one fell on my head. It fell directly on my head. That was too close. The dangers of working out in the woods alone. Sometimes a tree falls on your head. If I wasn't a sturdy Viking, I would have just died. Alright, so we got lots of tree over here that we can deal with. Come on. Hacking away at all this wood. Oh, take with the more bits for getting a tree falling on my head. I appreciate the consolation prize, buddy. It certainly didn't feel good. Yeah, it was quite the log. Alright. This stamina regen is real bad. I thought the honeycombs actually helped with that, but maybe I'm wrong. What do we have for wood? Oh, we've got 100 logs. Alright, well, it's time to head back and build while we got some light then. Going into day 2 on our A-frame build here. Welcome anyone who's just joining us. We're building a Viking A-frame house right now. Inspired by tiny home builds. Here's the current A-frame. It's got personality. We have no stamina. And yeah, we're gonna try and get some more building done before we hit the sunset times here. So let's do that. I think I'm gonna build us another little. These staircases don't need to go anywhere. They're just to elevate you so that you can get angles on things. It's not actually part of the build. They will be removed. They will be removed. Alright, there we go. Let's do our cross beams that run along the roof. And we'll have the essence of the A-frame constructed here. Now the thing with A-frame houses is the challenge with an A-frame is that everything has to be central because you have no vertical walls on any of the sides, which is the difficult piece. Because it makes arranging the insides to be, well, let's face it, a lot more annoying than it needs to be. There we go. That's what we like to see. Now we can start filling in these walled areas. We'll have a nice view out into the ocean and the sunset here. I think I'm going to redo the front face of that, so it might be that I build up the back here while I redo that front area. I want it to be more open. I want to take advantage of this beautiful view we have. I should also potentially build me some stairs. Alright, here we go. Already seeing the challenge of the A-frame right now, where the walls feel like they're kind of pushing in on you. This is our little handyman shack that we built over in the corner. It's doing good work over there. It's got a little fire going. Got plenty of boars in the area and things to hunt if we need to. But now the A-frame's starting to get filled out here. And I want to I'm gonna put the roof angles on here. There we go. Okay. It's starting to look good. We're gonna put the walls on the back. So the back of our A-frame is actually, I think, gonna have more of a solid wall than the front. Front, we want to make use of the view. So that's likely what we'll do. With the back here, we're going to close up most of this. I realize that that prevents me from getting into my bed for the evening, which may mean we need to reconsider that. But you know what, for just some light, I like to do these little cross-section pieces in Valheim, because I think they look nice and provide a sort of different look to the windowed look. But for tonight, it looks like we might have to break down this section of the wall to get in the... Well, I guess we're taking down the door too to get in here. That whole shed's gonna have to come down eventually, but for right now, that's what we got. Let's take these down. I'm gonna replace them immediately. No use wasting time. I want as much open space viewing on this side as possible. There we go. I feel like it's just sort of important to put that cross-section wood beam there. If you were to be building an actual thing, I would just want that for the added security, I think. And we're missing the wood as the sun goes down for the evening. Maybe we'll have enough if we pick it up off the ground there. So far, the little A-frames coming together. Fireplace is going to be interesting. I think the fireplace is actually going to go through this back area. Alright. Let's see if we can go to bed. Take a little nap. We could work in the dark, but when we have no wood, you stand at the prow of a leaping ship, the salt spray before you and the joyful shriek of gulls above. It's kind of an interesting thing that they do with the load screens there. You feel cold. Well, yeah. It's probably pretty cold out. I do feel cold in the apartment right now. For whatever reason, it's like an icebox in here. Shows that you can probably keep cool pretty long in a basement. Let's head back to our little lumber yard and see about grabbing some more raw materials. Sorry, Nick. I mean, I'm not actually that sorry, but we just had an altercation. A life was lost. These little greylings coming out of nowhere. Wanting to start fights. Oh, danger. I'm running out of stamina, but this log is gonna give me trouble. Here we go. I'm gonna start drowning in a second. It was close. I don't like how it puts your weapons away and doesn't bring them back out when you swim in this game. I think that could be something that could be improved upon. I mean, who am I? Who am I to say what would be best? But it does seem like it's a bit inconvenient at the best of times. There we are, punching trees again. Hardening up those fists. And there goes some trees falling on us. As is tradition. And somehow it still managed to end up in the water. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, interesting. We knocked down some trees by dropping other trees on them, but we can't cut them with this axe. Birch is just too hard. Beech, on the other hand. These trees are out to get us. Alright. I feel like the A-frame is a really simple structure that anyone could build, like if they wanted to actually build their own house. They could easily get out there and do that. I think part of the nice things of games like this is that, you know, even if they're kind of based on gameplay aspects, they're not necessarily far off in the simplicity that, you know, it would take to sort of build something like this. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of people just out there in the woods with, you know, basic tools, building houses like this. Oh god, there they go. It's just timber. The dangers of woodworking. But a lot of the time, you know, this is stuff that if you just put the time and effort into, you can accomplish on your own. And it makes you feel good when you build something. Oh, wow. Trapped between two trees right now. Not quite between two ferns, but a similar concept, I suppose. Bum, bum. And the axe broke on us. I'm cheating here a little by using our other axe just to harvest the wood. Alright, we're gonna get off that one because we can't repair it. We've got, seems like a full complement of wood. We'll head back and fix our axe, and then we've got a lot that we can harvest later if we need to. Just a quick reminder, we've got Stream Raiders battle going on, so if you feel like getting some units down for that, it'd be a good time for it. I think we're almost at the time where I'm going to tear down our little construction shed in the back and move it to the indoors. Jesus, this game. There we go. We just leapt in. Couldn't get over it, but decided to just leap in. Alright, so you know what? Why don't we do that? Let's... Missing component requires it requires a crafting station to tear it down. Okay then. Seems that crafting will need to be done after we've moved this indoors. So let's put this here for now. And then we can... Let's take this all down. Alright, there we go. I'm actually going to put our new fire pit, bonfire. I'm just missing everything because I'm carrying too much. Is that what's happening right now? Where are you? These little guys. Oh, this is an actual grayling now. Alright, there he goes. Okay, let's craft some things here. We'll get the roof on. And we'll build that stuff as we are able to pick up the materials. I'm feeling like I'm going to want to have some kind of skylight action in here because it's going to get pretty dark even with both ends very open up to the elements outdoors. So there is the basic structure. We'll see. Okay, why is it that we're not picking things up? let's pick stuff up here. You're carrying too much. That would explain some of it, I believe. As our... Okay, can we make that campfire now? For miscellaneous campfire. There we go. Throw the campfire in there. And we will continue building some... We'll build some walls around it. How are we still carrying too much? What is it that we have picked up? Oh, we'll just throw this chunk of wood down. That usually... Oh, right into the fire. Just where we wanted it. Always happy when our giant pile of wood and resources goes directly into the fire. Okay, so we can put that on the back there. And we'll just kind of create a little walled in area here. I'm going to take that down so that we've got a little bit more place to visualize the outdoors here. I'm going to make a nice sort of stepped front area for our A-frame. And that looks good. And then we'll see if we can actually build some steps. Ah, yes, just steps that lead into the lake. Okay, I have an idea. We'll do an outdoor kind of porch thing. So, leading off this, we're going to end up with a balcony that will lead over here. And off the sides of the balcony, we'll put steps down so that you can access it from either side. And I think that's going to look nice. There we go. That looks good. We'll build one over here. Phoenix, I'm going to be lurking for now. Hope you have a good stream. Yes. So why did you have to replace your windshield? Oh, just general nonsense. There was damage. There was like a rock chip that occurred sometime over the winter. Classic car owner problems. You occasionally get a rock chip that flies off a transport or another vehicle, and that's just what happened there. Were we out of workbench range? Yep, it will occasionally just smash your windshield, and you'll have to deal with that, and that's what happened. Nothing too exciting. Just the usual. Now, for in here, let's get rid of these. They're a bit obnoxious. There we go. We do want to have a second floor here, but I feel that our second floor area is going to be very small. It's going to be like an attic situation. So I want to make sure that, yes, okay, these are going in the direction we want them to go in. But yeah, primarily just general maintenance type stuff where our our window was damaged over the course of the winter, and now it is something that needs to be repaired. Now here is where you run into issues with the A-frame builds. So if you ever want to build an A-frame of your own, this is the problem. I now have to build a central staircase on a fairly steep angle that allows access to the upstairs. And this little area here is where we can throw our bed, should we want to have a little bed. So, where is our furniture? There we go. We'll just throw the bed in the middle. There it is. That's where sleeping will occur. That's our upstairs bedroom for now. build some... You know what? While we're here, we've got the sap for it. Let's throw in a couple torches just around for the sake of having some light. So let's say we've got one. We'll put them beside these central beams. We'll at least pretend like we're trying to protect the walls from being burnt by the torches that are present within the home. What happened to tiny house? Well, this is huge. Well, in terms of an actual home, it's not that big. But this is the A-frame style. And if I'm honest with you, probably could have been bigger. It probably could have actually gone out an additional length, which I'll keep in mind because I may build another one that expands on it so we can have like a full ceiling height second floor. Because right now this is looking good, but I would love for there to be more accessible area in the upstairs. Who is raiding? Elite Carcass is raiding with 2. Hello, Elite. How are you? What were you doing today? I have a crisp 2. Oh, that's okay. We can still give you a shout out and see what you've been up to. Last seen playing Gauntlet. Ooh, very nice with the Gauntlet. That's exciting. We got a Stream Raiders battle on the go over here right now. So we're going to pop on over to Stream Raiders real quick. I'm doing well. Playing an oldie. I loved like playing, I think it was Gauntlet Legends for like the Nintendo 64 was the first Gauntlet series game that I played. And it was quite fun. Like I played a lot of Gauntlet in my time. So Green Wizard has stopped time. BFG. Like that was the sounds of my childhood. So, you know, I can get behind a good Gauntlet game. It's a nice little, well, I appreciated it because it was a nice little couch co-op game you could play with your friends. And I honestly think that games need to be more couch co-op. Alright, it looks like we got this under control. Whose is this? The Long Shot Archer by Overside of Me. Interesting. The mixing music here is not pleasant, I have to say. Need more couch, less hardcore gaming. I'm getting too old to be hardcore anymore. Yeah, you know, that's why I keep my streams to like 3 hours in general and just have like a relaxed time with it. I've been doing a lot of work lately, and just tonight after doing some project work and having interviews throughout the day, I really felt like I just needed to sit down and have some time. Most kills going to me and most assists going to me, but J-Rom getting the healer. Congratulations. I'm going to collect some things here. And we'll go to our next battle. Start that battle up. And let's see what we got. I'm going to throw in a... You know what? I'm going to throw in an epic rogue. We're going rogue style here. You got 30 minutes on the clock to get your units in. We're going to head on back to Valheim as I randomly and haphazardly put up torches while making an A-frame house. I'm exploring Valheim options for tiny home builds right now, Carcass. That's what you're witnessing here on stream today. So, welcome. Welcome to the party, my friend. Let's go grab some of that wood that's outside. Just sitting there. Pick up 48 wood, don't mind if I do. And we can continue to build some of this exterior. I don't know why, but I just really like the look of these like cross-sectional beams for my chimney. This is pretty much a staple on anything that I do, is that I create these little... It's almost like a thick lattice. It's like Papa Lattice right here. Alright, so I think our classic A-frame is going to end up being expanded in a different way up on the top floor. I think I'm going to make some adjustments. And we're going to do a little bit of a build out on that top floor to really bring home the A-frame feel. I'm also thinking interesting. Gonna have to explore what we do with the front of this building, but for right now we're gonna pop up a level here. I'm gonna actually punch out these walls, and I should have activated the bed before I did this, but hey, you know, here we go. We're punching out the walls. I'm gonna make a second sort of layer to this upper area here. We're just gonna expand on it a little. Have ourselves a good time. Were you in Shadow playing the gauntlet there, Carcass? Was that what was happening tonight? Who is your character of choice when playing? Do you have a favorite? What just happened there? Oh, my hammer broke. My hammer broke, everyone. I forgot that was even a thing that could happen. Alright, so let's do this. Let's make... We've now ruined the A-frame. It is no longer A-frame on the front section. But that's okay. You're allowed to be creative in life. You're allowed to make improvements on the designs of other people. And that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to raise the roof by a floor without expanding the base. We're going to provide some angled surfaces for things to be built upon. And yeah, ultimately we're going to have a happy little home here. I am sort of wanting to get just... Alright, let's put a wood beam in. I want to get the roof over top of the bed so that if we need to sleep, we can, because it's getting dark, too dark to see. Feels as though I'm knocking on heaven's door. Dun dun dun. There we go. Now we're starting to feel like we've got some headroom in this place to walk around in. That's always a nice feeling. Ooh, the world saved. Well, joy to the world. May it save us all. Let's claim that bed. Bed is too exposed. Alright, the game does not like what we have done with the current bedding accommodations, and we'll have to fix that before we can choose to sleep in it. We're simply too exposed. But I don't overly want to fill in those areas. So if I do this, how will it turn out? You feel cold. It's probably because of my exposed bed area. I like how this was easy on the other side, but is causing me distress over here. There we go. Tell me that the bed is able to be slept. The bed is still too exposed. It is not having it, people. It does not like the exposure of our bed. Will I have to put up real walls? It is possible. No longer feeling rested. Where are the guns at? I don't know. There's just no guns here in the world of of Valheim. We got no guns. It's got this bedroom area we're building out that is too exposed currently. Well, let's see what we can do to fix that. Guess we can work on design later. As we destroy all the work we've just done. To try and build walls. Walls that will keep us warm. Like, where even is the insulation? Missing requirement. I'm gonna bet that's wood. Well, hopefully it fell into the river down there and we can grab some of it and finish off the upstairs. Worth knowing that we get burned when we walk by that fire, so we might have to deal with a ventilation problem. Now tell me that the bed needs a nearby fire. Well, it looks like we might need to move the bed downstairs for right now until we get this sorted out, because our fire is apparently not close enough, so we'll want to put the bed on that side. Goodbye, bed. Downstairs we go. Furniture. Oh, that's about as nearby as the fire's gonna get. Set spawn point. There we go. Let's take a little nap. Take a little nap. You dream of a great tree reaching out through the night. One half of its branches crackle with flames. The others are green with leaves. Interesting. Alright. Seems like we're going to need some more wood on this day, so we're going to have to head back to that farm area. But you know what? We're starting to have a little upstairs area in our now adjusted A-frame. So our A-frame has evolved. It is no longer fully an A, but you know what? We'll call it the capital A-frame. I don't have a problem with that. We got a fair amount of building done there yesterday. And that is a thick tree. And our food supplies are running low. I'm gonna have to start hunting some things here. Well, we got a boar. Let's take it down. See if we can't get ourselves some boar's meat to cook up for later. There it is. Got a deer over there. I thought we were knocking down some trees over here, though. Well, maybe I was wrong. Or is this them here that fell in the water? We'll see what happens when we cut down these two trees. Bum, 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 bum. So many logs falling on my head. Have they patched Outriders yet, Shadow? Did they do the update patch that fixes the character deletion stuff and things? No, they haven't. Do they have a set date for that they've announced? Who knows? I haven't checked. Ah, okay. Yeah, I haven't played Outriders since the weekend. Since maybe before the weekend, now that I'm thinking about it. Not that I plan on stopping playing, it's just things have come up in life. As such, I was not playing it. What do we got for wood on us right now? 15 and 50. We've got a fair amount. Oh, here was all the wood that I was looking for earlier and just couldn't find. It's just laying on the ground in giant piles. Well, now we know where it was. Just keep hacking away here as we break through this stone axe. It's so much easier to cut down trees and things when you have the upgraded versions of axes. They're just nice. Alright, looks like we've reached our carry limit, so let's head back. We can also take another couple boars down for the cooking. Ooh, he got me. Maybe we'll have to throw a little food on the fire today. I do not need all these pine cones. I will take the meat, please. There we go. Alright, let's head back. Head back to our not quite A-frame. Okay, so first of all, let's cook some things up here. I don't need whatever that wishing bone thing is. Don't even know what it is. And you know what? We've got some leg tail or neck tail or whatever they are. Neck legs, leg meats. We're gonna take those off and we'll eat them up after. I wish you got meat from just about anything you killed in this game. I understand that the tree spirits are supposed to be like made of wood and stuff, and they drop sap and things, but you know, it'd be pretty nice if there was more like monsters and things that you could hunt that would give you kind of that benefit of actually having something to eat. Alright. Let us continue the deconstruction of the roof. Just gonna carry that around as I destroy the roof. So we intend to raise it. I'm gonna raise the roof. And let's create some new flooring here. I don't know what I just hit there, but it wasn't what I intended to. I think for here we can probably get away with that. And here we go. Alright, so once again we've got, I'm going to adjust our A because our A is no longer the triangular shape it once was, but we're starting to put those vertical walls in that, you know, is not is not the traditional A-frame style. We're getting away from, I said we were building a thing, and here I am now changing it up. But you can probably bet that I'm going to end up expanding the base out too, just to match. And we'll see what a reasonable size for an A-frame building might actually be. That you don't feel claustrophobic in. So our tiny home might be going medium home as we get to our second story here. With a walkable area. And this has become interesting. Okay. Let's put that up there. And apparently I will just... Ah, we broke the... our building hammer there. Oh, someone is in the house. We have an intruder. Just a visitor looking for Looking to check up on the real estate that we've created here. Now see, this is kind of nice in that the fire is close, but it also, we tend to get burned when we go down here. And I'm wondering if if we should move this back one pillar. But I also feel like that wouldn't be super conducive to a nice living experience. So let's build out the inside of our home. Actually, we got people coming in that are unwanted. Let's build out this area so that we don't have to worry about that. This is how I want to do this. I like the look of this right here. There we go. That's looking nice. Hello, Panda Peak. Oh damn, dusting off Valheim. I'm just having a nice little creative build here. I'm building started off looking at tiny home designs, and I wanted to try building myself an A-frame house in Valheim and seeing what I could do with it, Panda. So yeah, while we are dusting off Valheim.
Don't worry. She likes your butt and fancy hair.
She likes my butt and fancy hair. Oh, you did? What else did her diary say? I would like to... Let's put a wood beam over top of this door here. No, wood beams on top of doors in this game are bad. They prevent you from actually entering, which is not ideal. There we go. This will be our door. So now we can walk through, and we'll have no issue with little guys popping in unannounced. How's your day been, Panda? How are you? It's good to see you here. This is our current little build. What have you been up to today? Always good to see you. Okay, so we were building our little railing structure here. So what I'd like to do, we're going to throw in another wood pole there, another one there, and we're just going to make ourselves a nice little banister that comes off of here. So you know we don't fall down into the fire pit area later on. It's always nice when you don't fall into the fire pit. There it is. Look at that. Looks real good. And then it's always nice if you actually square it off on the floor as well, so you don't have these like overhanging wood beams. Just makes it look clean. Got that profesh look right there. We've got a little wandering area. We can keep chests and things in if we want to. I'm a sleepy bean, but my day was good. Super productive. Ah, tell me about the productive. What did you get done today? I myself had a fairly productive day. I made some appointments to get my summer tires put on my vehicle. I've got all kinds of exciting stuff like that going on, but ultimately, it was just a day to get stuff done. I had an interview for an internship position as well, and that went pretty good. So I'm looking forward to seeing the results of that, and then I might have some bigger decisions to make about where I choose to take my internship, because I'll have some choices. But the interviewer said I interviewed very strongly, which is typically a good sign. Typically what you want to hear is that you had a strong interview. Now this is interesting in that our chimney goes up there. So we'll throw that in. And I think I want to take that out and throw a similar thing in right there. There we go. It's looking good. Looking real good so far. I'm not convinced I like that back wall over here, but right now we've got the opportunity to take it out and design it differently. So let's do it. Let's do that. We'll throw in. We got our poles, our vertical poles, similar to how we have on the other side, and we can just make this sort of a repeat structure here. Went to the doctor's, dyed my hair, then streamed for 8 hours. Damn. What color did you dye your hair, or were you just re-dyeing it to preserve the current dye job that exists? There we go. Now the front and back mimic each other, except this side has a door and that side has a fireplace, which is quite nice. Part of me thinks like maybe the door should go on the back and the fireplace on the front. But the issue there is that this leads to the water and it's kind of a drop off. So we don't really have an option for a front-facing fireplace. But we do have this nice deck that we're going to expand on right now. We're going to build out the deck, and I have run out of wood. Or have I just run into... I didn't run out of wood. I instead... There we go. Just ran out of the crafting circle. Classic Valheim crafting problems. So our home may not be so tiny anymore, but I like it. It's become something that's ours. It's still pink. Still pink. Does it ever change from pink? I feel like this is a... No, not there. Let's do right here. And really? This guy gonna come at me in the water? There he goes. You brought that on yourself, man. I'm just out here trying to do a build and you're like up in my grill. Ah, that was awful. This is the challenge of building in the water. Valheim has these like wonderful magic pixel. See, I did it again. You're on it for a second and then you hit the button and it takes it off. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can actually put... There we go. Into the ground. That. And again, like we did at the top, we'll fill out the sides with this nice little sort of running board along the edges of the deck. It's got that nice appearance. Missing requirement is going to be wood, and I think we do have time to make a quick run back to get some more wood today, so that we can keep building out our beautiful water vista deck. It does, but it's going to take a whole lot of work to change now. I am not an expert on that, so I'm just going to take your word for it. You've already told me it's quite the process. I'm wondering how you managed to both dye your hair and stream for 8 hours, because it was my understanding that the dyeing of the hair was like an 8-hour process in itself. Alright, let's hack some more logs up here. Our little lumber yard. Alright. Oh, sun's starting to get low. I gotta find some more packed in trees here that I can knock over. These look like they might do. Not as packed in as I'd want them to be, but better than nothing. Just the route today. I've gotten quick at it. Practice makes perfect, and you have had more practice than most. Alright. Let's see if we can cut down the second tree without having a tree fall on our heads. Might just be lazy as well. Yeah, I mean, that could be it. Laziness is the thing in these pandemic times. It's hard to avoid. Don't look at the back of my head. We don't see that on stream anyways. I'm hoping Frickface McGee gets here because I received something exciting in the mail. I want to do an opening on stream to see what's in it. I got my very own Frickface McGee letter. It's my first fan mail. Alright. Down come the trees. Just keep hacking away here. Pick up some wood. We'll get out of here. There. Oh, that stump took a lot. Alright, there's some wood. There's wood. Wood, wood, wood. Gonna start to get cold as night falls here. That's not gonna help with the stamina regen that we already don't have. There we go. Okay, we'll take this back. That can be that for now. Da, da. How have you been liking Subnautica, Panda? There's our beauty of a house. We might need to put some lighting out here. There we go. Now we've got lighting for the night as we continue our little deck build. Out over the water there, and that's looking real nice. Looking real nice. And we'll do our little sideways beams here. Because it is a deck after all. We gotta have a little railing. I mean, you don't have to have a little railing, but for this one, I'm gonna put just like a corner railing in as an accent, I think. And then I'll leave the front open for fishing endeavors and the like. And that'll just be a nice little look to it. I did hear a Stream Raiders battle go off here. I love it. It's a great game. Well, that's good to hear. Okay, let's head inside for right now. We'll close the door up. We'll pop on over to Stream Raiders real quick and run this battle. We got J-Rom, Psycho Rabbit, Nakoko Love, Overside of Me, and Shane99CL in here. So let's run the battle. See how we do. Got some epic rogue action in here that's going to take out those machines real quick. Alright. Looks like this battle's probably ours. J-Rom with 4 kills so far. Psycho Rabbit with the most assists. And that looks like the way it's going to end. Alright. And we've got Psycho Rabbit getting 25 coins and Nakoko Love getting the Paladin. Congratulations. Looks like we're getting close to the final battle here. We're coming up on the boss fight. I'm going to go to the mystery one because it's a mystery. And we like a little mystery. And it's asking me to throw down musketeers, so I'm putting a musketeer in the battle. And I will rely on the rest of you to defend them with the proper units. So you got 30 minutes on the clock. Make sure you're getting those units in there. We're going to pop back on over to Valheim, where we're completing our A-frame house build. And the expansion of the house. It is nighttime. We can sleep. We're by the fire, so we're going to take a little nap here. and sleep until morning. Benefits of playing on your own is you can sleep whenever you feel like it. It's just harder to work in the night. You can't see as well. And we're not out here trying to battle the forces of evil just yet. We're just making a little house for ourselves. It sounds like someone's still out here somewhere. It's boars. It is just the boars. That is going to bother me, so I added resin to it instead of destroying it, which was my intention. I think that boar is trying to get us. Furniture, I believe, and we will place this right here. There it is. Oh, it's in. Nope. Still not in line with the other one. Place it right there. There it is. There. Now they're good. We have the appropriate torches burning as our A-frame house gets built out. Now, the deck will weather, which is... It's too bad that you can't have like treated wood in the game that doesn't weather as much, but like that is just the case, that the exterior deck will require constant repairs. But here we go. It feels like the roof area of this is just a barn. And I wish that I had made our building one step longer. I feel like it needed to be one step longer so that I could incorporate a bed into it, but the problem is that the bed needs to be near the fire, and this side of the room is apparently too far from the fire. It would need a separate fire in order for us to, well, in order for us to use it as a bed on the second floor, which is the intention of it. I really hate the look of those walls right there. I don't find them attractive. And I might try and find a way to fix them. But we'll see. We will see. Have a good night, Ruby Moon. Oh, wait, no. Have a good night, Panda. Panda's going to bed. It was nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good night. Thanks for sticking around, Ruby Moon. Panda, you've got a little poop beside you now. You've got the poop badge. I don't know if you noticed that there's custom badges now. Alright, so we are actually going to start expand. I don't know that I want to expand this though. I feel like it's pretty good in its current form. It's got this weird barn look to it. Oh, ow, okay, shit. This is angry boar. Alright, there goes a boar. Where's the other boar? Come back. There we go. 2 dead boars now. I think we got some boar meat that we had for breakfast leftovers from yesterday there. So let's grab some of that. And let's see if we can't pick some berries as well, so that we can supplement our diet. It's important to have a good mix of 3 things in this game. Did I not pick up the berries, or did they turn into dandelions? So there we go. Alright. There's another boar, just swimming. Alright, so that is currently our little build. Woo, I'm a shit. Yeah, you are. Have a good night. Alright, what else can we craft right now? What do we have? What do we have on the old crafting side of things? Let's repair our tools. Workbenches, building stuff. We have, apparently can build an iron gate. Am I carrying iron? We've got chests. We've got all kinds of stuff that we can't build, so we don't have access to it yet. But at least for now, we've had some success in building our little, our abode, if you'll call it that. I am curious to know if I could potentially... Because here's the thing. We've got a back-facing fireplace right now, But there's nothing to say we couldn't poke a hole in these walls and create... I mean, there's nothing to say I can't do anything I want in this game. That's the beautiful part. There's nothing to say that I can't take one of these areas and turn it into a nice little fireplace area that allows heat to travel up to the roof. So let's take a look into this. I need more stones. We're gonna need some stones. Okay, that's fine. But we can still build our usual fire surface. Okay, well, we'll collect some stones first. Let's make that priority one. There's a stone. Just run around the lake bed here, grabbing stones. Get all these stones. No room in inventory. What have I picked up? Oh, I got flint instead of the stone. Well, I definitely don't need beach seeds right now, so let's grab the stones. More flint. More flint again. Flint. A lot of flint laying around. Less stones. It's funny that this stuff doesn't respawn either. You just have to like move on to a new area. Alright, stones. And there we go. That's a healthy helping of stones. I think we've got enough for what we need right now. This might help us arrange the building a bit differently. Like, we built the fireplace in the back initially, but it doesn't have to stay there, which is kind of nice. There's more. Just coming in hot, trying to kill us. We didn't want to do that, but he left us with no choice. I mean, we could have run away. That would have been a choice, but he would have still been out there. That boar's been hunting us for quite some time. Alright, there we go. We got a fire in there. And I am going to actually... We're going to build this out nicely. So, we will put the... There we go. We got the wood beam. We got the wood beam. A little cross-sectional wood beam in there, if you don't mind. Apparently it does mind. Alright, well, that's what happens when you stay in the way, is you end up getting got. And then this might actually be a space for something like that to exist. And then we'll go right across the top and we'll just frame it in. So now it actually feels like we've got a little fire pit going on there. The ground is a bit lower than I'd ideally want it, but it looks nice. It does. And we can continue to make it look nice. So let's place that in the ground there. Oh, that one's not going in the ground. Need the long pole. Apparently the long pole will not allow us to... Oh, it was there. There it was. There's the magic pole. Alright. That looks good. There There we go. And just because, you know, we want to keep the animals out of the fire, let's just box that in a little bit, make it look nice. No one said it can't look nice. I suppose the one nice thing about the A-frame roof is that you can kind of run up it. Oh, I've done it again. I've set myself on fire. This is how we die. Goodbye, world. We have burned ourselves to death. Unless I can get out by breaking through the floor. Oh, apparently I just stomped all over the fire. Well, it wasn't what we wanted, but hey. We did it. This is actually a decent opportunity for me to raise the ground underneath to a level that I would prefer the fire to be at. So, not the worst thing to happen. A little bit unfortunate, but otherwise, not the worst thing to happen. And there we go. We can build the fire in a slightly more appropriate way. There we go. Now we've got a nice little fire there. And I'm hoping what that allows us to do is if we take that out, we can now build our bed up here. And there it is. We've got a working bed up top now. And the nice part about that is it's going to allow us to get rid of this side chimney over here, which I think will be preferable. And I'd like to, I think, build a matching one on this side. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's create a nice little... Ooh, again. We're gonna need to raise the ground here again, but that could be trouble. And this is why it's important to have a nice flat foundation. So, let's see how much work it's gonna take for us to get to a point where we can raise that ground to a level we're looking for. There we are. Great.
The person you're trying to reach is not available right now.
Alright, it looks like we're doing pretty good for that. Dun, dun, dun. Now,
If you need further assistance,
let's build that matching fireplace. There's probably a fair amount of wasted wood on the floor here that ends up getting covered up, but it's, you know, it's those subtle things that make it look nice.
please leave your name, number, and a message after the tone.
You could eat another bite. I probably could. There we go. We've got our second little fire pit is getting started. This game is nice for just building things. Just having a nice little build. It's relaxing. Get to listen to those ocean sounds. And a bunch of lo-fi music. Who knows what you're doing tonight? Maybe you're just hanging out. Maybe you're catching up on some work. But the nice part is we get to hang out together. By the ocean. Building little, not so tiny homes. But it's fun. Alright, there we go. We've got the box out. And we're gonna actually take apart all of this right now. as we break out of the old chimney. And you know what? This could actually make an interesting entranceway that we weren't anticipating having. So we'll have to see about flattening some ground over here. There we go. And the old fireplace might actually come in handy as a new entrance. So why don't we go ahead and just slap a door on there. There it is. Door is on. We got a little entranceway. And we'll rebuild the second fireplace again over here. Now we will have 2 cooking areas if we want them, heating the house. They're a little bit more central, so I'm hoping that their heat source reaches everything. But let's just take a step outside and look at it. This game is actually quite beautiful. Ah yes, we weren't quite finished these chimneys, so I fell in the fire before I could complete them. And perhaps the best way to do this might actually be from above. So you know what? Let's go up here. And we're just going to knock out a wall. And we're just going to knock out a roof beam so our head doesn't touch. And now we can sneak out here real quick and just throw that fine chimney on. There we go. And that should prevent us falling in it, hopefully, which is a thing that we do from time to time. Not all the time, but definitely more often than I'd care to admit to. Missing requirement, wood. Seems like we're running out of wood. Some of it's rolled down into the fire. Or off the side of the building, perhaps. And it looks like we're going to be taking a little run out before it gets dark. To see if we can't hack down some additional lumber here. There's a grayling. We do need some food in us. Hopefully that'll help a little bit with our stamina. So much in this game is dependent on being well fed and what you eat, which is interesting as a mechanic. It can be a bit annoying when you just long for a creative mode to explore things like this, and you don't necessarily want to be playing the survival mode. You just want to build stuff. It would be nice to have access to the different raw materials and things to help with the builds. Alright, let's see if we can knock some trees down on it. Just like relief. What do you mean, just like relief? Tell me. Oh, real life, yes. Just like real life. I know. It's annoying that I have to find specific things to start getting into the next tiers of stuff to mine, to like build just like little metal fixtures and things. I would like if I could just kind of Sims mode this and go into like a purely creative mode where I just have access to technologies and can build things. There is a debug mode in the game that you can go into, and apparently allows you access to stuff like that, you know, because you can summon things and whatever, but it just, I would like a polished creative mode if it were possible. Let's recover some stamina, see if we can get a little bit more wood out before we head back. It's starting to get pretty dark. Yep, and the creatures that live in the night are starting to come out. I just want to explore everything without having to think about sustenance. Yeah, it's a thing. Sometimes we just want to walk the world and experience it for its beauty. Oof. Our little seaside villa here is starting to look real good, though. Gotta give it that. It's got some nice fireplace action happening here. I am not upset with that. I am not upset with that. All right. There we go. And it's looking like our little chimney areas are done. We can put the walls back on up here. It's not exactly ideal to have no walls. And let's hit bed, and we'll see him in the morning. What will our dream be tonight? Or will we even have one? Looks like no. It is a dreamless sleep for us. Waking up bright and early. We feel cold. I hope not. We got all these beautiful fireplaces rolling in the corners here. Alright. Our old fireplace area, just sitting over there. See, I'd like to... Now I'm going to expand this sort of outward so we have a little bit more area to walk around this staircase, because the staircase area is not the nicest. And you know what? I'm going to do a quick repair on our tools here as we use the workbench. Just fix everything up before we forget. And let's actually wall in these stairs a little. Let's do something like this. I'm going to create a little cubby for our things. There we go. There we go. And I think this would be a good area to just... You know what? I think this would be an excellent area to just shift our crafting table under. So let's build that. It'll encompass the whole area. It can sit in here nicely. We'll wedge it in there. It's gonna be fine in the middle of the room as the centerpiece under the stairs. And now we've got this extra real estate on the side walls here. And I am going to start tearing down this area a little. Can we watch our sunrise? We got a sunrise over here. Yeah, there it is coming up. That's nice. And our nice sunrise. So, I think what we're going to do here is so that we have... Ah, that's starting to feel polished. Because this little area is... It feels very, I want to say claustrophobic. So we're gonna... I know we expanded the room out there a little before, but this used to be a fireplace, and we want it to be an entranceway now, so let's make it a proper entranceway. Hopefully none of those were load-bearing. Always important to check where your load-bearing walls are when tearing out a main wall, especially on a structure like this. I know we got some up in the middle there, but you never know. They could have been supportive. We've left in a couple just in case. And let's... Oh, I have... Yeah, we want to kind of take down the ground around here. So we're gonna... Oh, what happened there? The game had a stutter. dig through this rock. No big deal. That's how we're gonna do it. Let's clear this path. Why is there so much rock right here? Well, at least we'll have a lot of stone, I guess, for, well, whatever we want. And let's see if we can't now flatten this out a little with the hoe, because our goal is to create a nice entranceway. There we go. Which is currently being affected by a bunch of big rock. And our door is just kind of floating off the ground. So let's fix it. There's that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why does it look weird? I think something strange happened here with the door. There's like there is an overlap. There we go. Now it's looking good. Now we'll build this out a little bit. Not entirely sure what form this is going to take at the end of things, but for right now, we'll just create a bit of a surrounding structure here and see where we end up with it. It's starting to look nice. And you know what? Here, I think I'm seeing with our previous X, here's an opportunity to make something that looks a little bit unique to this side of the house. It's got that sort of triangular shape to it. And we can switch it around on this side if we want, so that it looks like it continues. We will want to put something in on the bottom. There we go. Bit of a unique look to this side, and we'll throw up some roof pieces right here. Just kind of close that. Oh, the question is though, do I want to create a floor area on top? Let's head inside. We'll tear down the wall up top and see where we can go with this. Now see, this already feels much nicer in that we can walk around the stairs. It's a little more opened up. You don't want your stairs to just be like running you into a wall. What if you fell down them? You need space to kind of roll it out. It's important. It's very important. These are the considerations you have to make when building a house. What if I fall down my stairs? Alright, so here we go. We've got, let's clean that up a little. Got some new upstairs real estate over here. I think this is the nice part about building your own things too. There's nothing to say that, like, in life, if you were to build something like this, you couldn't just do additions. Like, you know how the building works. You can put up these walls and things on your own. You just go to town. Have a good time with it. See what happens. See what kind of crazy stuff you can accomplish. This is looking interesting now. Stream Raiders, I hear you. Okay, in just a second here, we'll get on that Stream Raiders battle. Let's make sure we've got our roof created. And then I feel like these can come down. Hopefully the roof doesn't collapse on us. It so far is not. It's looking like it needs a little support in that area though, but We'll get this up and then we'll hit Stream Raiders here real quick. There we go. That end's got an interesting look to it. Now it's looking supported. Alright, well, we can pop on over to Stream Raiders. Check out what's going on. Here we go. Psycho Rabbit, Shane, Nikoko Love, and J-Rom in the battle here. Let's see how we do. All right. Looks like Psycho Rabbit getting most kills with 7. Congratulations, Psycho Rabbit. And Nikoko Love's getting the 2 healer units. So congratulations, Nikoko. We are at a boss battle, but I'm going to save it for now. So, just because I think I'm going to be popping off here shortly. But we'll start off on a boss battle in our next fight this week. Probably tomorrow morning. So that'll be good. It'll be something worth getting in on. Thank you for everyone who participated in Stream Raiders this evening. Appreciate the contributions. And we're going to get back to our Viking... whatever this is build. The Viking whatever this is build. I would like to provide like some additional sort of... like I'd like more of a view up here. And I know that the bed can't be exposed, but this is where you want to see your morning sunrise from, you know? Or at least I feel like it is. Maybe you have a differing opinion. Like, this is nice and all, but I feel like we're cut off and we have to kind of make like a lookout up there. So let's do it. Let's be bold and beautiful. I am just gonna... Our door is fine. Let's see what we can do here with this. What happens if I take this out? And then add sort of an upper, lower... I want to just like frame these in with wood. Because that's where our sunrise happens. We want to see that scenic sunrise. If we can. Maybe it's going to say our bed is too exposed again. Either way, it's kind of nice being able to see it out of here. So let's leave it like that for now. And when night falls, we'll find out if we are indeed too exposed or not. The nice part is we can't accidentally walk out these and fall off the building. I'm not sure how I feel about this still. I'm kind of the opinion that I want some additional... something here. It just feels kind of naked to me. But I don't really know what would correct it. It's just got an interesting look to it right now. Maybe it's just too open? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I would go about making the change that I want to make there. It kind of adds to it a little bit, but is there... Yeah, there's already pieces on those sides. We are resting. And that's got a whole look to it itself. Maybe if we take a look at it from the outside, we'll see something that we can't see yet. Ah. I do see something that I wouldn't have seen on the inside. So here, for this, let's actually go upstairs here. We're going to take So we're going to take that out. And just the way that they intersect at the bottom, what I want to do is put one in there and put one in here and then put one in here. This is not safe, but it's actually kind of cool now. I like the way it looks. Now if we go down here and look at it from the outside, the whole building has that pattern to it where you kind of walk through the portholes, which is actually pretty neat. We're going to do a quick repair on our tools here. And go collect some more wood so we can continue building. It's nice that we have this other entrance to the house. I like this game. I mean, I like it when you're not getting your stuff stomped on by things. Oh, we found a boar. He'll probably chase us for a little bit. We've kind of run off track here. Alright, so this is the area we were in before. There's our friend the boar. He's committed to killing us. Sadly, that was his downfall. We'll just knock some trees down on things here. See what kind of mayhem we can accomplish with an axe. Oh, we've got quite a storm happening right now. This is not good for, Wow, that storm really just rolled in fast. No light rain to precede it. Nothing to warn you that it might happen. Alright, let's grab some wood and get back to the house. Wow, those trees took out that much larger tree. I don't know that we can even cut that. No, it's too hard. Alright. Well, we'll head back to the house. Look at this storm. I have a feeling that's going to be wreaking havoc on our fire pits. Fire pits tend to go out in the storms because there's no unless you put a covering on the top of them. So this might be a problem we have to solve right now. Yeah, see they're smoldering. We've got no fire at the moment. So the heat in the house is a problem right now. So we're gonna have to head upstairs and sort that out. So the water's coming down. Now, as far as I'm concerned, you can, and let's see if this just works here. Should be able to place just a roofing tile on this, and it should still, like the fire pit should ignite underneath. If I'm not mistaken. There we go. Okay, so that works. And then if I do it again on this side, we should have another functional fire pit over there. And we're getting a resting bonus again because we have heat in the house once more. Seems that the smoke is being directed away from the house, so that's good. Ultimately, we're pretty dry in here, even in this area, which surprises me because there's a lot of open space. But hey, who am I to argue? If it works, it works. But let's demonstrate the problem of the upper door thing. So if I put this top piece here on this door, which kind of frames it in, now when I go to use the door, I can't walk through it. Which is the one annoying thing. It's not meant to have a closed-in section like that over it. But I like the way it looks. So we're keeping it. Now this is cool. But I think I will put just that in there because that'll prevent... No, it won't. No, it will not prevent me from walking directly out into the storm. Alright, well, live and learn. This is a storm and a half. You know what this place needs in here right now? I'm realizing that it's dark and we've got some areas for it. We can throw in some torches by the door and add a little light to the side of the room because all of our light tends to be over here. Now, fine wood is what we need to get to next because that allows us to start crafting interior items like tables and stuff, and that's made out of the birch. And we don't have access to that currently because we need to be able to craft, I believe it's bronze objects, so we're going to need to make like a kiln and find like mining stuff. But as far as like wood builds go, this is pretty successful. Like, I'm not unhappy with how this looks. Storm is not the time to like go outside and remark upon your build, but you know, here we are in the downpour. And like that is a solid looking house. Like the chimneys are good. They got area for, you know, the smoke to flow. They breathe. It looks good from behind. It's got a cool section back here. And ultimately it's like a weird it's like a multi-segmented A-frame house, which is kind of neat. If I'm honest, I think there might be some cool ways to make this look geometrically very interesting. The storm's probably absolutely, yeah, you can see that the deck is wearing because it's exposed to the outdoors. So that's going to be something we have to repair over time. Can we actually get in under the house here? We can. So we got our little underdeck area, which is also built out with support beams and all kinds of stuff. I'm pretty happy with this. I am content with this build so far. I think for a one stream effort, it's pretty good. Even with the exposed areas up top, we still feel warm. Okay, we feel cold. You are wet. I am no longer wet. And I can still sleep with this open, so we can sleep out the storm. Morning comes, we wake up, and hopefully, will the storm be gone? Good morning! It's still storming, so this storm is just raging. But, you know, oh, no, day 7, the storm has gone. We've got a nice little view of the outdoors. We can see what's going on outside. It hasn't affected our sleep. I'm liking this dual fireplace design, though. I feel like this is actually a nice little fireplace design. And one thing that I would like to build in here, make sure that we have the front of the chest exposed to us, is beside our fireplaces, we can just nicely tuck in little chest areas. And then we can throw in just some cooking racks as well. There. And now we've got kind of like the kitchen area set up where we can store things if we want. I think for myself, we'll throw in some uncooked food items and just drop those in so we've got some inventory space. And then in our other chest over here, we'll drop in a bunch of different random things that we happen to be carrying around in the event that we need them later. But for right now, they're not super important, so let's just put them away. And then our inventory is not terrible. Yeah, and they've got nice little tucked away storage holes. I like that. That works as a design for me. Interesting. Interesting to think about how these things play out. You know? Could you live in a space this big? What would the answer be? Yes? I feel like I have a quick question that I need to answer for myself. So if I'm building right here, and I built out from... Oh no, that's not a level. That's the middle of the building. It would be nice if I could build on this middle level. So then I feel like I wouldn't have needed to raise the roof upstairs. But it is what it is. So far this is a pretty decent build. And I'm pretty happy with it. All in all, a good time. Yeah, that's the A-frame house is interesting. Would I ever live in an A-frame? I think I'd try it. I think it'd be nice. I don't know if it would be good as like a functional house for a long time. Like, I feel like that lack of like vertical wall space would really start to bother you. We've obviously added some vertical wall space to the top, so it's not a true A-frame anymore. But I think we might build it out and expand it even further. Or just start a new build. But this one has come along quite nicely. And it'd be a cool thing to just try out for yourself sometime. I think it'd be a lot of fun to attempt to build something like this as just sort of a little, I don't know if you'd call it a vacation home or what, but you know, just something to play around with and exist within. Now, what do I want to do right now? Oh, I see someone who deserves a little raid there. So I think we're gonna go head on over and jump in to a little raid. I'm gonna end stream right now, so we're gonna go full screen intermish right now. Thank you for joining me today. We're gonna end our stream with a raid. We're gonna pop on over to Nakoko Loves, who is currently streaming some Celeste, which is a very fun game to watch, and Nakoko's just a joy. So let's go support one of our community members, say hello to them, and yeah, just give them a little Phoenix nod. Thanks to everyone who joined me tonight. I really do appreciate having you along for the ride. We just did some really chill lo-fi beats and some really relaxed builds in Valheim using the base level materials, as you can see over there. Thanks, Rabbit. I appreciate it. I hope your D&D is going well tonight. You're having a fun time. I miss playing D&D, honestly. It was something I used to look forward to regularly, but now we got streaming to kind of replace it, so it's not so bad. But in the meantime, let's give Nakoko a raid here. Let's raid Nakoko Love. Boop. We'll pop on over and say hi to Nakoko. And yeah, I'm hoping to stream more Life is Strange throughout the week. I just want to get through that. That last time we played, oh my god, that last episode of Life is Strange, episode 2, it kicked me in the chest. It tugged at my heartstrings. I had an off day after that. For the rest of the day, it affected me. I was just not in a good mood. So I think it might be a game we have to replay through to see what different choices would have led to, because that was an unforgettable experience. But we're getting ready for the Nakoko raid, so we're going to raid her now. Thank you again. I'm FnxGold. We've been playing some Valheim tonight. I look forward to seeing you again soon. And let's go say hi to Nakoko. Have yourselves a great night, and we'll see you again. Phoenix out.